Noises similar to gunshots could be heard in the background. It was not immediately clear if any station personnel were injured. Authorities have not said who was behind the television station occupation, or a series of other attacks that have shaken the South American country recently, but they follow the apparent escapes from prison of two of Ecuador's most powerful drug gang leaders. Alina Manrique, the head of news for TC Television, said she was in the control room, across from the studio, when the masked men burst into the building. One of them pointed a gun at her head and told her to get on the floor, Manrique said. The incident was aired live, although the station's signal was cut off after about 15 minutes. Manrique said some of the assailants ran from the studio and tried to hide when they realized they were surrounded by police. "I am still in shock," Manrique told the Associated Press in a phone interview. "Everything has collapsed. All I know is that it's time to leave this country and go very far away." Police officers arrest one of the unidentified gunmen who burst into a studio of the state-owned TC Television while live, in Guayaquil, Ecuador, on January 9, 2024. AFP via Getty ImagesA journalist who was inside the TC television station when the gunman attacked told CBS News in a phone interview Tuesday night that one of the anchors burst into the newsroom and warned the staff to "run because they are here to kill us, they're armed." The journalist, who asked to remain anonymous, said that he then ran up to the second floor and knocked on the door of the station's accounting department, begging them to let him in, which they did, and then locked the door behind him. He and his fellow staffers heard several loud booms as they hid. Eventually, the police arrived and rescued them, the journalist said. He told CBS News that he learned a studio cameraman and a sound engineer were both injured in the attack. "There is a criminal agenda to kill innocent people and make people afraid and send a message that terror is here to stay," he said. Ecuador has been rocked by a series of attacks, including the abductions of several police officers, in the wake of a powerful gang leader's apparent weekend escape from prison. President Daniel Noboa on Monday declared a national state of emergency, a measure that lets authorities suspend people's rights and mobilize the military in places like prisons. Shortly after the gunmen stormed the TV station, Noboa issued another decree designating 20 drug trafficking gangs operating in the country as terrorist groups and authorizing Ecuador's military to neutralize these groups within the bounds of international humanitarian law. It also said the country had entered an internal armed conflict. Ecuador's national police chief later announced that authorities had arrested all the masked intruders.